Early voting underway in New Jersey, and a record 850,000 voters they have already returned their ballots. Democrats have a commanding lead in the mail-in results, but the in-person results are a statistical tie. Jack Ciattarelli running for governor in New Jersey next year after flipping several counties and losing by just 2 points in 2021. And Jack joins me now. Sir, great to see you as always. Conventional wisdom is that Donald Trump is not going to win New Jersey because it is a blue state. He's not going to win other blue states is the conventional wisdom as well. But why do you say it's so important for Republicans in these blue states to turn out and vote despite the conventional wisdom?
I think we proved back in 2021, Todd, and you mentioned it, New Jersey is not a deep blue state. We can win here, and I do think Donald Trump's going to do that, as well as our U.S. Senate candidate, our congressional candidates, and many of our local candidates. So, and what we're seeing is phenomenal. Republicans are finally embracing the opportunity to vote early. The return rate on vote by mail ballots has been fantastic. Local Republican organizations are doing a great job in getting the word out. So I'm excited by what we're going to see come Election Day.
It's a bold statement, Jack, for you to sit here on national television and say Donald Trump is going to win the state of New Jersey along with the Republican Senate candidate. So what are you seeing on the ground as you campaign, as you talk to the voters, especially in those what you would consider normally Democrat areas, to lead you to a conclusion like that?
Well, what makes me say that, first of all, is that Kamala Harris has taken New Jersey for granted. She hasn't campaigned here, not once. In fact, recently she had an event that she landed in one of our local airports only to go over the border to Pennsylvania. Didn't even stop to shake hands here in New Jersey. Donald Trump had a big rally here earlier in the year. He's had fundraisers here, and there's just great energy on the ground for him. And people have had it with what's going on around the country. So I'm excited about the opportunity. And again, the turnout, we're really excited about, with Republicans finally embracing early voting. So that's all a good sign. And when I talk to people on the ground, people in line, I was online yesterday for about a half hour. Those are people that are coming out to vote Republican.
Based upon what you were seeing, do you think Trump could win the national popular vote?
Well, because of the population in places like California, New York, we know that that's the greatest challenge, but it's all about the Electoral College. And there's the real opportunity. So I'm excited. I think he's done a great job of going to all the swing states and not taking any state for granted. As I said, for Kamala Harris not to come to New Jersey, even when she's landed at a local airport, that says she's taking the state for granted. And we saw what happened when Phil Murphy did that back in 2021.
It was pretty close in 2021, and I think that's part and parcel of why you're saying, hey, let me give it another shot next year. We have an election coming up in a week that we're going to focus on first, and then we'll get to your race. Before we let you go, in light of that narrow defeat back in 2021, what is your message to the Republican voter in New Jersey, in Connecticut, in New York, in California, who says, why even bother? My vote's not going to matter because, you know, in all likelihood, the Democrat's going to win. What is your message to that person watching right now, Jack?
This has never mattered more, Todd, and people have to fulfill their civic responsibility to get out there and vote. Every vote does count. I mean, when you look what's gone on around the country over the last 4 years, what we see on the border, the lawlessness in the community, the price of groceries, a diminished role for the country around the globe, a lack of support for law enforcement, those are all reasons to get out there and vote. And what I say to people is if you really want change, you've got to make a change. Vote Republican. Give us a shot.
53 weeks from now, we'll probably be talking to you again about your race in New Jersey. But for now, Jack, thanks for coming on and talking about next week's huge, huge election. Jack Ciattarelli, thanks for your time.